Welcome back to the After the Credit Show. I'm Mike, along with an empty chair. Jonas Brothers must be in town. Week into this, and he's already not showing up. Good things for this channel. Good things. Gonna need stunt cock. Stunt cock!
Well, I suppose if Dwayne Boy wasn't going to show up, you couldn't find a better replacement than him.
It's true. I mean, you haven't left, so I might as well.
I've got like 1.5 feet out the door. I'm not totally gone yet, so you know it's a good time for me to plug in, and I'll bring some viewers to this channel. I'm
And besides, Dwayne didn't go see the movie we're going to talk about. As you know, down below we're going to talk about the movie This Is the End. Jeff and I went to it. Dwayne, not so much.
No, because this is one of these type of movies that has the chance to actually be good and actually be funny. So he would rather go watch Les Miserables again, do stuff like that.
I still demand that he does a review on the channel. I mean, you asked for it. He should give it to you.
I completely agree about it. Alright, so I'm here as a stunt cock to talk about This Is the End.
This Is the End from first-time director Seth Rogen. I wanted to see this movie since the short clip Jay and Seth vs. the Apocalypse 4 years ago. I've been waiting for this movie. You, on the other hand, had kind of mixed feelings. I kept telling you this is going to be funny. I told you watch the trailers.
Yeah, but even to be honest with you, I thought the only reason, and I still believe this deep down in my soul, when you look at the big list of Mike Rout man boners and man crushes, you got Michael Cera number 1, James Franco very creepily is a very close number 2, Paul Rudd's probably somewhere in the 3 to 5 category. And with all those names in there, I thought that was the only reason that you really wanted to go see this movie. And I'm still kind of convinced that that's the only reason, but...
You forgot Jay Baruchel in that list.
Yeah, he's probably in the 3 to 5 category. I was leaving some wiggle room, but number 1 and 2 are not negotiable at all. Yeah, you're right. I could see where this was maybe going to be a good movie, but I also had some real doubt and reservations. I watched a couple of the trailers on YouTube, and I was still kind of like, this could be stupid, or this could be funny, entertaining, stupid. And eventually, he broke me down enough to where I actually did decide to go.
And the best part of this movie is the fact that all the funny stuff wasn't all in the trailer. Like, they threw snippets of some of it in there, but there's plenty of stuff that the movie just was great with it.
Yeah, they really didn't. You get baited and switched sometimes with some of these comedies where they will literally put all of the funny stuff,
exactly,
the 30 seconds of it in the entire movie will all be in the trailers, and you think you're going to go in and you're going to watch this incredibly awesome movie. I will give you a movie way back when, Master of Disguise. That was literally a movie where they pretty much
turtling up for the Turtle Club.
Turtle. They literally took like all of the funny stuff and put it in the trailers because they had nothing else.
Exactly. That movie, bad.
But this one, not.
No, this movie was really good. It's about Jay Baruchel is coming to visit his friend Seth Rogen, who lives in LA now, and they're going to a party at James Franco's place, and Jay doesn't want to go because he's not friends with Seth Rogen's friends. And, then the apocalypse happens.
You know, the interesting part of this is when you look at this was not just one of these gross-out comedies to me, or one of these, below-the-belt type of comedies to me. It actually, believe it or not, told stories at different times, and I thought it was very good. It was something, it's definitely a man comedy in the sense that guys could relate. Like you said, you've got, and we've seen this in our own lives, where you've got Seth Rogen's friends with Jay Baruchel, and they're friends, and they're going to come and they're going to smoke dope and have a great time. But Seth's got all these new Hollywood friends that Jay Baruchel moved away from because he doesn't like these people. He doesn't like this area. So now Seth's kind of stuck in the middle. This is my friend, but these are my friends. And this is my friend, but I'm jealous of these friends. A lot of guys can relate to that.
And like you said, it's a man comedy. I mean, when you and I were watching it, we were sitting there both afterwards. We said we were both kind of picturing our group of friends and which roles they'd be playing in that situation.
Yeah, you could really kind of picture yourself in this movie if you're a guy with a group of friends. That's one thing I thought was really good about this movie was it was done in a way where I felt you could relate different people, including yourself, to some of the different characters in those situations and how they would react. And those are the type of things that can make a comedy even more entertaining and even more hilarious, is when it becomes real to you.
Exactly. The fact that all these guys are actually friends in real life and have this chemistry made it just play out so beautifully on the screen.
The chemistry was outstanding, and you could tell.
Yeah,
You could
I mean,
tell.
you look at the cameos that came in, it's all people who have worked with this cast before, except for Hermione, Emma Watson. She just kind of was thrown in there, and Rihanna, just there for Michael Cera to slap her ass.
You know, well, and imagine that. Guess who brings up Michael Cera
Oh,
again?
shut up. Your favorite part is Michael Cera in the bathroom getting a blowjob, his ass licked out, and drinking a Capri Sun.
I mean, that's fucking awesome. He just, you know, want to sip. It was your favorite part, too, damn it. Don't
No way,
you
I
lie.
loved when it was the group from Superbad outside, and Michael Cera just blows McLovin's face.
Well, we probably should have said spoiler alert, but too bad. If you haven't seen the movie
That
already...
stuff's in the trailer.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie
Except for-
already, shame on you. You should have. No, but like you said, there were the people that were in the movie, like the main characters. You could tell they were friends. They had really good chemistry. You had a lot of different like bit players, and
Right.
a lot of cameos. The only thing that was disappointing to me was that some of the people, like Kevin Hart. How awesome would it have been to have Kevin Hart be more of the movie than just the first few minutes? Or one of your favorites, Paul Rudd.
Yeah, you had Paul Rudd in there. Him and Seth Rogen were hilarious together in The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up. Why wouldn't you keep him around at least for a little bit? I mean, you didn't even zoom in on Paul Rudd. If you didn't know Paul Rudd's voice, you honestly probably wouldn't have even noticed he was in the movie.
Yeah, and so this basically was really a story that revolved around what ended up being primarily just the six guys, from
Yes.
James Franco and Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel. Jonah Hill as being the nice guy, but he fucking hates Jay Baruchel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this was really good stuff. You know, I don't know what else you could say. Was there anything else that was really bad about this movie?
The only bad part maybe would be some of the unresolved stuff, but I mean, honestly, who cares? Who cares if Hermione lives? Let's be honest. Who cares?
Yeah, I was just, like I said, when I looked at this movie, I thought going into it that it was going to be bad. I really did. I thought maybe it had just enough, it was going to have just enough comedy to get by, or maybe it was going to be enough of a train wreck where it transcended and actually became something good. But what I got was a movie that, like I said, told the story in a way that you could relate to it, because you could picture yourself as one of the six major characters. You could picture some of your other friends as some of the major characters. You know, this is basically an apocalypse/redemption storyline, and that was playing out throughout the course of the movie. There were some religious overtones to it, but nothing too major, where
No.
if you're an atheist or, you know, not a believer, it wouldn't offend you.
No.
It was...
And this movie is even better if like you followed most of these guys' careers and watched how it's gone, because there's little in-jokes like the
Pineapple Express.
Yeah, the paintings on Franco's wall of like from like Freaks and Geeks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of little things in there, so if you're serious about
All
these
of James Franco's props in the basement from every movie he's ever done.
I mean, this was a really good comedy. I don't know if this is something I would recommend that you take the ladies to go see.
No, this is definitely a guy's night out. Go to the movie. Maybe hit the bar beforehand or hit it afterwards.
What did this movie remind you of? Is it something...
Honestly, it reminded me, and this is going to sound weird, but an adult Sandlot, just like the friendships.
A little bit, I could see that. I mean, you're kind of going outside of the box, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. To me, when I get a movie like this that makes me laugh, but also tells a good story, but when it gets to the point where it could be really sappy, still finds a way to not be overly sappy,
Right.
yet still tell the story of the friendships and the redemption. I thought it was really good. I mean, this was a movie that if somebody's looking for a really good comedy and saying, you know, what's the best comedy of the year,
And
to me, this is probably going to be
And
it.
you're not easily offended. Because
If you're going
there's
to
a
this,
little bit of dick.
well, if you're easily offended and you go to this type of movie, then you're a moron anyways if you get offended.
Exactly. If you've seen Pineapple Express and 40-Year-Old Virgin, those type of movies, and you're not offended...
Super bad.
Yeah. This is in that vein.
Yeah, and I mean, this is something that will be a movie that I will watch probably once a year.
Exactly. This is a movie the day it comes out on DVD, I'm gonna buy it.
Yep, I probably will too. And to me, that's the ultimate compliment that you could pay a movie. Is this a movie that was so good that I have to go see it again at the theaters, like maybe, let's say, back in the day, a Waterboy? No. It's not that type of comedy that I need to see 2 or 3 times, or like you probably went to go see Mr. Bean like 5 times. But
Yeah, actually, I've never seen that movie.
oh, baloney!
I have
or
not.
as the Brits would say, bullocks. So, you know, if I was giving this a rating, would I give it the 2 thumbs up? Probably. I don't know what other rating system we could use, but this is a movie if you're a guy and you've got a group of guy friends and you would want to go to a movie and have a good time and have some laughs. This is the movie for you, no question about it. Going to be probably one of my favorite movies of 2013, probably be the best comedy that I think.
Easily, probably the best comedy of the year. Maybe besides Anchorman.
Yeah, but that's at the end of the year.
But I just got one more thing. Everybody, rock your body.
Really? Rock your body?
If they've seen the movie, they get it.
This is true. Now, one more thing. I believe you're going to have me back for another review, aren't you?
Yeah, but this one's going to have Dwayne in it if he shows up. Jonas Brothers are only in town for one night, I hope.
Yeah. Are there any crappy Guar concerts?
No, that was like a couple weeks ago.
Is that one of those Department of Redundancy department things where when I say Guar in concert, I don't need to say crappy because it's an understood that it's crappy?
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha.
But we're going to be talking about a movie that's kind of Guar.
World War Z.
Mm.
Ooh.